So former President Barack Obama was in Phoenix to campaign for fellow Democrats ahead of the midterm election. And governor candidate Katie Hobbs and Senator Mark Kelly hosted a Get Out the Vote rally, encouraging Arizonans to cast their ballots. Former President Obama said democracy is on the line, adding that in no place is that clearer than the state of Arizona, which is likely to be a pivotal battleground.
And if you've got election deniers serving as your governor, as your senator, as your secretary of state, as your attorney general, then democracy as we know it may not survive in Arizona. That's not an exaggeration. That is a fact.
Election results in a state President Biden won just by about 10,000 votes. Happening at the same time, Republican candidate for governor Kari Lake talked to a group of veterans in Chandler. At the meeting, some voters shared their concerns not only about homelessness, but suicide and PTSD amongst former service members. Lake says she's proposed expanding mental health programs, but also calling for a ban on urban camping. Senator Kelly's office says in his first year, he covered nearly 10,000 miles of road talking to people across Arizona. And tonight he's coming down to the Old Pueblo. His wife, Gabby Giffords, Tucson Mayor Regina Romero, and House candidate Kristen Ingle will join Kelly for a Get Out the Vote rally in downtown Tucson. Kelly is running against Republican Blake Masters. And now we want to head over to Jose, who's going to be showing the polls, showing what's happening here in 5 days to the election. Jose.
Yeah, thank you, Lydia. So we're looking at some of those tighter race margins. We're going to start with what our team at KGUN 9 has been checking out. These are the most recent polls from 538. So here again is what we're reading in the two most contentious races, perhaps. We're going to start with Mark Kelly and Blake Masters. So in this contest for U.S. Senate, the Democrat incumbent Kelly currently holds an edge 48.1%. That's nearly 3% over GOP opponent Blake Masters. In the last 2 weeks, though, Masters has picked up momentum, jumping 3.5% points since October 17th. Let's flip over now to the race for governor of Arizona. There, you'll see an even closer margin. So again, according to 538, Kari Lake leading the polls at 47.8% there. So Katie Hobbs trailing by less than 3 percentage points. But these numbers have been flipping back and forth. In fact, October 1st, Hobbs is the candidate who had the slight lead. So looking at those numbers, a quick reminder, in-person early voting in Arizona ends tomorrow. If you didn't mail in your ballot yet, you have until 7 p.m. Tuesday to drop that off specifically at a designated ballot box or voting center. If you opt to vote in person election day, make sure to bring your government ID or 2 documents that show proof of residence. Lydia?